Yo, fellas, if y'all want to see me wife a girl that looks like this, or even this, tap in with my Instagram, man. My goal is 10K followers. If y'all active, I will follow back. Come on, y'all. I know we could do it, but hey, here go the vid. I'm telling y'all, my lay package is becoming crazy. It might be better than Cuzzo's. Don't tell him I said that, but hey, I gotta be confident. I can't wait till I play him. Are you kidding me? A layup package better than mine? Hey man, be careful what you ask for. It's all good though, that matchup coming soon. But anyway, what's good with y'all boys? If you new here, make sure you check out that last episode and subscribe to the channel. But I ain't even finna waste y'all time. Let's get straight back into it. So the second game of the season, we had a matchup against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And I ain't gonna lie, when I played him last year on the Bulls, hey, that boy Ja was cooking. So best believe I remember that. So coming into this game, I was looking to go crazy. Second game of the season, it's time to set the tone. And from the moment tip-off happened, you already know, I was locked in and ready to go. They had Ja matched up on me to start. Hey, that's my dog, but he gonna be in for a long night. Trust me. Starting off, my teammates was locked in. Jordan Poole got straight to the cup and got an easy lay. And on the other side of the ball, I was trying to play that defense, you know what I'm saying? Had to hit Ja Morant with the up, you dropped something. Shout out Peter Griffin and threw the nice bounce pass to my big man, and he rose up. I'm telling y'all, I'm coming different this season. I'm trying to get that MVP, and on this possession, I took that thing straight to the cup, and I had to introduce Ja to them barbecue lays. Favorite kind of chips, man. This was really a matchup that people wanted to see. I mean, you got two young up-and-coming guards in the league, and both could become the face. So hey, it's a marquee matchup. So on this possession, I call ISO, and like A-cups, hey, you're not big enough, little dude. Had to show Ja Morant I've been in that weight room. But y'all already know how he get, man. He came on the other end and got a bucket himself. Hey man, I told you it's a marquee matchup. It's gonna be back and forth, tit for tat. On the next possession after that, he got another bucket right over me. That boy was trying to expose me early on, but hey, it's a whole lot of game left to play. So y'all think I was gonna back down like that? Pushed it in transition, drove right past him, and went to Dunkin' Donuts. Hey! Don't let that dunk fool you. I definitely prefer Starbucks over Dunkin'. But anyway, on the next possession, Ja Morant came right back down and called the ISO on me again. Drove and got the tough finish over our big man. I'm telling y'all, this was gonna be back and forth. But like I said, we gotta set the tone, man. Hey! And on this possession, JP threw it up for a crazy lob. That definitely turned the arena up, I ain't gonna lie. Like me in the room with Angela White, they didn't even stand a chance at all. But it definitely didn't stop there. On the next possession, gave Desmond Bane a Pop-Tart, drove to the lane. Hey! I'm telling y'all, man, I'm gonna be a problem this year. If y'all thought last season was crazy, hey man, wait till y'all see me by the end of this season. I'm telling y'all, for everybody that slept on me, they gonna regret it. I'm trying to become the face of the league. And on this possession, called for that nice pick and roll action, got the easy dime to the big man. And just like that, we had a 6-point lead. And as the game went on, the Grizzlies was definitely fighting, I ain't gonna lie. But like watching the Ice Spice music video, hey man, we was way too much to handle. I don't know if they was gonna make it to the end. Sound like me and Kalani. But anyway, got the easy 1-2 in the Euro bucket right over Marcus Smart. And then on this possession, called for the screen, coming off that. Hey! Doing what I usually do best, taking flight. And I'ma keep it honest with y'all, man. I was working out with Lonnie over the summer, and it seemed like my hops then got even higher than they was last year. mean, I was jumping like crazy. Every time I drove to the lane and saw somebody, it felt like I was jumping over them as I get the assist to Kyle Kuzma. But anyway, like I was telling y'all, man, the bounce getting real crazy. I might have a 60-inch vertical. Rest in peace, that boy right there. But anyway, as this game went on, man, I was making everything happen. Assists, rebounds, steals, points. I ain't gonna lie, I had my fingerprints all over this game. I mean, the Grizzlies, they was hooping, don't get me wrong. But hey, like a car, they just couldn't handle it. You get it? Because a car got a steering wheel, not a handle, couldn't handle it because they ain't got, yeah, y'all get it. And oh my dear Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior, did y'all see how I 360 postered Jaren Jackson? Oh my goodness, it's different, man. I told y'all, them summer workouts got me right. But even though that dunk was insane, in the fourth quarter, the Grizzlies ended up taking the lead. I ain't gonna lie, we was hooping at first, but hey, they just went on a fat run, and we had to come back from it. And I ain't gonna lie, I was in foul trouble, but I was still doing my best to be aggressive and try to get points on the board whenever I could. And if not that, just making the right play. But I guess they ain't read the scouting report. Yeah, don't get it twisted, man. I be dunking a lot, but y'all know I could shoot. Y'all been watching me since high school. I could shoot in high school. I could shoot at Stanford. Tell Kalani I could shoot the club up. Hey, it don't matter. I'm a shooter. Shooters gonna shoot. Next thing you know, man, we was within 4. So I grabbed the rebound. I'm pushing it in transition. I'm looking. I see my boy. And he knocked down the tray ball. But it seemed like every time we scored, they'd come back on the other end and score. I ain't gonna lie, they was not trying to get his lead up. And Marcus Smart, he was playing some good defense. But hey, he way too little, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And with 4 minutes left to go, if we didn't make a run now, we was probably gonna lose this game. So we had to capitalize off of every possession. And on this defensive possession right here, I was guarding Ja Morant, followed him to the corner, and the Memphis referees definitely called a petty foul. And just like that, I had fouled out the game. And we didn't even challenge the call or nothing. We was just gonna have to take the L. And just like that, despite me having 39 points, Memphis would get the 16-point dub. And then we was on to the next. A few games later, we had another marquee matchup. But this time, it was against the Celtics. And I ain't gonna lie, at the start of the season, they only had about 2 losses. So coming into this game, we definitely was the underdogs, even though we was at home. But we don't care about none of that. Grabbed the rebound, pushing in transition, broke Drew Holiday off. I seen Tatum in the lane. Hey, that's my brother. We both from the Lou, so I spared him. I wasn't gonna dunk on him. I'll just get the easy barbecue lays. And one thing I could say I immediately brought to this team was fast-paced offense. Hey, we was moving that thing in transition. And after getting 2 dunks back-to-back, I ain't gonna lie, your boy was locked in. The Celtics might be in for one of them nights. But Tatum pulled up on the other end, drained it. He said, y'all might be in for one of these nights. I ain't gonna lie, they whole starting 5 was talented. So this was definitely gonna be a challenge. But y'all know I don't back down from a challenge. Y'all ain't new here. But that boy Tatum, he was cooking too, I ain't gonna lie. So right after that, I asked for the ball, pushed in transition, and I attempted a crazy dunk. Hey, if that would have went in, I ain't gonna lie, that might have been the dunk of all time. But speaking of dunks, I'm gonna throw the lob right up here. And Gafford gonna finish it. And the craziest part about this lob, I threw it off the backboard. I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of risky to try in that situation. But hey man, it's a new team, new season. So why not try out some new passes? Don't get me wrong, I'm taking this season serious, but I'm definitely trying to have fun with it. And we had a lot of energy going on the bench too. We might be able to pull this win off. And on this possession, we had a 1-point lead. And that boy Al Horford definitely forgot to hedge the screen. I was wide open. And I end up pulling out that 360 windmill.
Hey!
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have some crazy posters this season. And on this possession, same action.
Damn! Oh my God!
Dunked that thing right over Porzingis. I'm telling y'all, it seemed like every other play, I was getting a dunk. Hey, I might have to go to the combine this year just to see what my vertical like. It's gotta be a 60 or something. And rest in peace that boy Porzingis, cause after that one, that boy gone. Boom! And you know I'm still a shooter, come on. Y'all gotta guard me everywhere. But it didn't stop there. Come off this double down. Boom! And got another tray ball. I'm telling y'all the Celtics might be in for one tonight. But, man, this team is different. They came right back down and hit a three of their own. And when I thought it was over, that boy Drew Holiday pulled up again, and he laced another one. But the next time we got on offense, hey, something crazy happened. That boy Kuz set me a back screen. Got a reverse lob right over Drew Holiday. Hey, that might be the meanest poster that I had this whole game. It wasn't even nobody in the paint. The lob was wide open. I feel sorry for that boy Drew Holiday. That highlight definitely gonna be everywhere the next morning. But after that dunk, I definitely started to heat up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was trying to pick up right where I left off last season. You gotta remember, in them playoffs, I was cooking, especially in the finals. And I plan to do the same thing with this team. The organization wasn't used to winning, but I was gonna turn this thing around. I wasn't even worried about if I was gonna get future help or not. I was worried about improving my game. Yeah, that boy Al Horford need to switch off and need somebody else on me. Cause this game, I was definitely in my bag. It was like couldn't nobody stop me out there. And this is arguably the best team in the league. So for me to do that against them, hey, that's saying something. As I get the nice dime to my boy Kuzma, and we up 5. However, that boy Tatum was definitely still in his bag too. I ain't gonna fake it, that boy Kuz probably wouldn't be able to lock him up. But for some reason, coach didn't want me switching on him. That was just a part of the game plan. But Kuz, he was definitely stepping up on the offensive end. He hit a couple of big threes this game. And if we was gonna make the playoffs, we gonna need that and then some. I mean, you gotta remember, the Celtics, they the top dogs in the East. So this could definitely be a preview of what's to come in the playoffs. So I was definitely taking this game serious. And I'm telling y'all, this team was hard to beat. And when they hitting shots like this, it ain't really much you could do. But luckily, we still had the lead in the third. And I was doing my best to just keep being aggressive. Every chance I got in transition or in the half court, I was looking to score or dish to the open man. And the Celtics was having a hard time stopping me. And do y'all remember at the beginning of the game when I said I was gonna spare Tatum? Well, about that.
Damn! Oh my God!
Psych, I lied. That boy Tatum definitely got destroyed on this poster. Better tell that boy to stay out the paint. Cause if I'm in there, ain't nobody blocking that. But this was one of those games right when we get a big bucket or a big play, they come and silence the crowd with a bucket of their own. So we just had to do our best to weather the storm. With 8 minutes left to go, had a 6-point lead, drove right past the rookie, and slammed that thing right over the top of Porzingis again. Man, when I got a full head of steam, I might be the scariest guard in the league. And you can tell every other guard I said that. I'm coming for that top spot. And on the other end, Porzingis got his get back. It wasn't on me though. And they cut the lead down to 6. And then them boys tried to go on a little run. And Tatum, he was still cooking. At that point, he had like 30 points. So we got the board, we pushing in transition. They swing it to me. Boom! Can't leave me open. Hey, I could slash, but I definitely got the jump shot. Y'all should know this by now. It's my second season in the league. And this possession would end in tragedy, as the rookie ended up dislocating his shoulder. To be honest, I ain't never had no injury like that, but it definitely looked painful. I ain't even see it at first, but I think it's when he came off of that second screen and his arm was just awkward. After we seen it on the replay, I already knew he was probably gonna be out for some time. But hey, hopefully it's a speedy recovery. And we still got the point, so it's all good. But with 5 minutes left to go, the Celtics cut it down to a 3-point lead. So we had to capitalize. As I rose up, dunked on Porzingis again. That boy probably gonna block me on Instagram after this. And Tatum, he got a bucket on the other end from close range. And on this possession right here, it definitely got wicked for Porzingis.
Hey!
Now I'm no mathematician, but I think this is like my 5th time dunking on him this game. Y'all need to clear out the paint. Get Porzingis to some safety. Get him in witness protection, because he do not need to be out here. Call for the screen and roll. Boom! You gotta step up, man. And this lead was not going nowhere. The Celtics, they would get a bucket, and then Tatum rolls up for this crazy poster. I told y'all he was in his bag. At this point, it was just me and Tatum battling. Came off this double screen, and I ain't see nobody in the paint but Al Horford. So I rose up, because I knew he couldn't block me. And I had another 360 windmill for this game. I was acting up. The teammates was going crazy, but coach, he was still locked in because the game wasn't won yet. But in the end, we ended up getting the dub. And this game definitely proved that we can hang with the big dogs. And we gonna need that type of confidence all season. And the Celtics wanted they get back. I could tell. Because after the game, they ain't even shake no hands or say no words. It's all good though. We gonna see them again. So our next matchup, we will be traveling down to Atlanta and going against the Hawks. And y'all know last time me and Trae Young faced off, it was quite the playoff series. I ended up breaking 2 playoff records in back-to-back games. The single game assist record and the single game points record. So every time me and Trae Young faced off, it was a historic game. So this one, let's see if we can duplicate that. And straight out the gate, I put Trae Young in the dirt. And I was screaming, letting the team know about it. Hey, if I could get going early, this was definitely going to be an easy game. But Trae Young, he had other thoughts, as he hit a contested 3 right over me. So I went right at him on the other end, and he was way too little, as I drove right past him for the dunk. Hey, when the last time y'all been at the gas station? Let me know what kind of chips y'all got. Y'all already know what I rock with though. And on this possession right here, I had the best dunk of the season so far. Hit DeJounte Murray with a Pop-Tart, and then rolls up baseline for the reverse, I don't even know what you call it dunk. And that thing was crazy. Jumped on one end and finished on the other. And that's when I knew my athleticism was getting out of hand. I was jumping higher than everybody in the league. Every time I surpassed a certain amount of points, my teammates would just tell me to keep cooking. I mean, they would stop running plays and everything. They just give me the ball and get out the way. I mean, I wasn't tripping over it, but I was also trying to get them involved because I'm going to need them if we win in this championship. And my teammate threw the lob for the and one bucket. And I'm not going to lie, I almost dunked that thing. Trae Young was almost in the dirt. But I still got it to go. And I was definitely hyped after that bucket. I looked straight at the camera and let them boys know, can't nobody out here guard me. I'm the best in the league. And I'm on a mission to prove that. So I called ISO on Trae Young again. He way too small, he can't defend. Got the screen. And got another dunk. I know y'all remember in college when they was calling me a nightmare in transition. But now, in my second year in the league, it was looking like I was just a nightmare to guard, period. And Trae Young, he knew that. Hit him with the up, you dropped something. Got the steal, and then drove for a dunk at the other end. At this point in the game, it wasn't even halftime yet, and I already had 20 points. And I just kept ISOing Trae Young. I'm surprised they didn't switch nobody else on me. From a coaching perspective, that was a pretty dumb move. I mean, I'm having a hot start to the season. Why would you not put your best defender on me? And I'm hitting crazy layups like this? Did y'all see how I went up and then just reversed it to the other hand? That boy Lonnie said he can't wait to play me. Hey, show him this clip. That boy might be in trouble too. Family, no matter what. But the Hawks, they was hitting some tough shots this game. They was keeping it close, but we was trying to stretch the lead out. And I'm telling y'all, Trae Young was a pipsqueak. That boy need to get in the weight room or something. But to be honest, that was our whole game plan going into this game. Just find whoever got Trae Young and go at him the whole time. So that's exactly what I did. I would push the ball in transition on this possession and did my dirty work in the post. Don't think I forgot about that aspect of my game. I could still tap into it sometimes. Tried to get a spin move late this play, but I kicked it out to JP and he knocked down the corner three. Me and Jordan Poole could be a good duo, and if we could get Kuz going, we'd be a good trio. But all in all, I'm the star of this team, so I gotta set the tone every game and take us to the promised land. On this one, I hit that contested lay and JP was barking at the crowd. That's how you know the team was locked in. And at this point, we had a sizable lead, and I was making everything happen, playing defense and then pushing it. And I drove right here and got the and one bucket with the slow Euro step. I can tell by looking at DeJounte Murray's face that he definitely wanted the box after this. Hey, we could do that, but for right now, you gotta stop me from stir-frying your whole defense. Bogdanovich tried to guard me. I crossed that man from the 3-point line all the way into the paint. Y'all ain't never seen nothing like that. And then I drilled the three right after. Man, Trae Young was on the bench with his hands over his face. They had no answer for me this game, and the whole team was frustrated. That's what I do to organizations. And with 8 minutes left to go, I had about 50 points already, and they still didn't switch nobody else on me. But at this point, hey, I was heated up. I don't know if a switch would have even made a difference. I was doing it on the defensive end too. Sent that boy Trae Young layup into the 5th row. When I'm locked in like this on the defensive end and on offense, I don't think anybody gonna stop this team. I don't want to make it all about me though. I mean, one of my goals for this season is to get this team better as well. We can't forget what their record was last year and how the league view them. But like I told y'all, we gonna turn this thing around. No matter who's standing in front of us, I'm confident we could beat anybody. And at this point, I was just racking up points. It didn't even feel like an NBA game anymore. It felt like I was hooping at the rec center. The Hawks was trying to fight back, but at this point, it was too late. And all the buckets I was getting, it was just way too easy. Most of the time, they would just vacate out the premises because they knew once I rose up, they wasn't blocking it. And man, after I got this foul right here, I looked up and I finally had noticed it. I had broke the franchise record for most points in the game. It's crazy I couldn't celebrate it because I was barking at the ref, but it's all good. And just like that, we easily got this dub over the Hawks. I told y'all, every time I play them, it's historic. And after a 70-point performance, I think it's safe to say I got a good chance of becoming the face of this league. Now, our focus is winning games and making it to the playoffs.